Hello, hello. Welcome to Doug Walk Different. Appreciate you joining my channel. I just want to share something with you. If you're new here, if you're new, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And, let's support one another. In these hard times. But listen, I want to share something with you guys. I want to Micah 3:4. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that verse, but let me read it to you real quick. It said, "Then they will cry out to the Lord, but he will not answer them. He will hide his face from them at all times because their deeds are made evil." So, what's going on in this verse, y'all? This verse right here is speaking through the prophet Micah, right? Because this is one of those minor prophets, the small prophet. You say minor prophet because this is a small prophet book, you know what I mean? Micah was confronting corrupt leaders here. So people who were supposed to guide others, but instead abused their power. Does that sound familiar today? Let's break this down piece by piece, y'all. Let's break this down real quick. In that verse, he said, then they will cry to the Lord, right? There's a shift happening here. The same people who ignore God and live wickedly will eventually hit a point of distress, right? So, trouble, judgment, consequences is now, and now they want help. They was going through all this. It's like we go through what we go through, and when things get our back against the wall, now we want help. You know what I'm saying? Now we want help. Trouble comes, judgment comes. Now we want help, right? That's what they was doing. That's what Micah was confronting them. They didn't want God when life was good. Things are good. Got money in your pocket, got money in your bank account, bills not backed up, you smiling, things are good. Now, they need him when the shift turn, right? But he will not answer them. That's heavy. Have you ever experienced that? God is showing that there comes a point where rejection to him has consequences, y'all. Has consequences. It's not that God is powerless, y'all. Don't think that. It's that he is responding to their persistent rebellion. Whew. That had to hit hard right there. They ignored his voice repeatedly. Now he ignores theirs. You see how that worked? They ignored him repeatedly. Now they ignored him. So God said, well, I'm ignoring you. Don't play with God, y'all. I mean, they consistently kept rebellion, not listening, kept rejecting him. So now when things are rough, they need him. So he said in that verse, he said he would hide his face from there at that time. He would hide his face. So in scriptures, God's face represents his presence, favor, and guidance, y'all. So when God hides his face, it means no protection, no direction, right? No sense of his presence. That's spiritual darkness, and it's a result of their choices. Our choices turns God away from us. It ain't he turns, it's us, because they have made their deeds evil. So I'm telling you guys, if you're living wrong consistently, and I'm not saying we're not going to, but you live wrong consistently and keep rejecting God, you can't expect God to be there. He gonna turn his face from you, like Micah was telling these leaders. He said, I'm gonna turn his face from you. I'm gonna turn my face from you. I'm not gonna listen, because they kept consistently being evil, right? They kept being evil. That's the reasoning for everything, y'all. Not a mistake, not arrogance. They chose corruption, injustice, and wickedness, especially while claiming to represent God. If you represent God, you can't be indulgent in all this stuff, all this wickedness, all this corruption. You can't do that. This accountability, right? God is just. the deeper meaning to all this, y'all, like this verse is a warning that you can't live in rebellion and expect God to respond on demand. Can't do it. Consistent sin hardens the heart to the point where people only seek God in crisis, y'all, not a relationship. So, but here's the real takeaway here, y'all. Check this out. This isn't about scaring people. It's about alignment. God trying to get you back in alignment, right? God isn't a backup plan. He's not someone we ignore until life falls apart, right? But here's the message, though. I just want to tell you guys, right? Stay connected to God before the storm comes, and not just when everything is crashing. If you stay connected, when the storm do come, you will stand firm. You won't crash out. You know what I mean? Don't wait until God is all you have to realize he's all you need. Because there come a moment when the same voice you kept ignoring, watch this, goes silent. Doug Walk Different. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I'm out.